Good morning, students. In the last class, we already know about ratio. So in this class, we will learn about proportion. The proportion, if we think basically, the proportion is nothing but the extended form of ratio. So watch this video and you will be able to learn about what is ratio and how it is related to proportion. Watch till end.
So here we go. Our chapter is proportions. Okay, let's begin. Before that, let's learn what is ratio. Revisit that. As you know, ratio is the comparison of two numbers by division. Let's take an example. A classroom has 16 boys and 12 girls. Also written as 16 boys divided by 12 girls, or 16 is to 12, or 16 to 12. All the three are the way to express the ratio. Generally, ratio is written in the lowest term. So dividing 16 and 12 by 4, we get 4 divided by 3. Now question arises, what is proportion? Remember, a proportion is a statement that two given ratios are equal. Remember this portion. Two given ratios are equal. They may be different. They may be different of any kind. One may contain the unit liter or milliliter. Another may contain the unit gram or kilogram. But they must be equal. For example, if you are mixing paint टू पेंट योर हाउस, अगर आप अपने हाउस को पेंट करने के लिए कोई दो पेंट को मिक्स कर रहे हो, सो यू नीड टू कीप द रेशियो कांस्टेंट टू इंश्योर दैट द कलर विल रिमेन एग्जैक्टली द सेम. सपोज आप एक वॉल को कलर कर रहे हैं, तो अगर एक वॉल पे एक कलर लगाएंगे और दूसरे वॉल पे दूसरे कलर लगाएंगे, या उस कलर का जो ब्राइटनेस है वो थोड़ा कम ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, तो बेकार लगेगा एकदम से. इसीलिए हम जिस रेशियो में पहला वाला वॉल को पेंट किया है, उसी रेशियो में दूसरे वॉल को भी पेंट किया. यहाँ वॉल अलग हो गए लेकिन हमारा रेशियो सेम रहा, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं प्रोपोर्शन. नेक्स्ट इक्वेशन इन विच टू रेशियोज आर इक्वल इज कॉल्ड ए प्रोपोर्शन. इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन. रिमेंबर दिस और यू कैन टेक द नोट. तो प्रोपोर्शन इज एन इक्वेशन इन विच टू रेशियोज आर इक्वल. A proportion can be written using colon notation like this. First one, A and B are in the ratio and C and D are in the ratio. So both the ratios are again equalized. This equal to sign is again converted into double colon. Look at this part. Double colon. Okay. So, or as a more recognizable form, we also can write them using two fractions. As I said, A and B are in the ratio, so we can write A by B, and C and D are in the ratio, so we can write C by D. Next, means and extremes, the two major components of proportion. You can remember in the ratio we know about antecedent and consequent. Like this, the proportion also has terms. Remember, there are four numbers used in a proportion. Let A, B, C, D are in the proportion like A is to B, double is to C is to D. Here A and D are called the extreme and C and D are called the means. That means in a proportion, the first and last term of a proportion are the extremes and the middle terms are called means. So C and B, they are the means. Similarly, A and D, they are the extremes. Okay, got that? Let's move to the next. In a proportion, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. That means if we multiply two means, they will get the same result as the extremes. For example, take this 3, 5 and 6, 10. They are in proportion. So If we multiply 3 with 10 and 6 into 5, where 6 and 5 are called the means and 3 and 10 are called the extremes, we multiply them, we will get 6 into 5 will be equal to 3 into 10. Look here, 6 into 5 is 30, 3 into 10 is 30. Therefore, they are equal. Now question. Determine if the following are proportions. हमें चेक करना है क्या ये जो नंबर 1 नंबर 2 क्वेश्चंस दिए गए हैं वो प्रोपोर्शन में है या नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेक द फर्स्ट वन, 5 by 3 equal to 60 by 36. Let's see they are or not. For this, cross multiply them, mean to mean, extreme to extreme. So 5 multiplied by 36, 3 multiplied by 60. We get both the parts equal. So yes, it is a proportion. Move to the second part. 8 by 15 equal to 4 by 8. Let's check. Product of extreme, product of mean. 4 into 15, here 8 into 8. We get in the first case 60 and in the second case 64. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. So, it's not a proportion. Now, solving the questions. Given 4 by y equal to 24 by 30. We have to find the value of y. First, this cross multiplication. The first time. We have to multiply it using the cross. Then, solve for the variable. Let's have the solution. Cross multiply by cross multiplication we get 4 into 30 on one side and y into 24 in the other side. Multiplying we get 120 on the right side, left side, and 24 y in the right side. Therefore, y is equals to 5. Dividing both the sides by 24, we can calculate the result. Let's have another. 10 by y equal to 5 by 8. Cross multiply, first step, 8 into 10, 5 into y. Solve for the variable. 8 into 10 gives 80, 5y gives 5y. Now, we will divide 5 on both the sides. So, by dividing 80 by 5, we get 16. What is the value of y? Now, the question is for you. You can note it down and solve on your own. Also, note this question down and solve this. Now comes the word problems. Look at the question. If you can buy 1 can of pineapple chunks for rupees 2, then how many can you buy with rupees 10? It's a proportion question as well as unitary method question too. Let us see how we can solve this question using proportion. First, set up a proportion, then solve for your variable. Remember, proportions are two equivalent ratios. So इस क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या ढूंढना है कि प्रोपोर्शन कहाँ है, रेशियो कहाँ है, किन दोनों के बीच में रिलेशन है, वो ढूंढना है. Look here, 1 can of pineapple chunks for rupees 2. So 1 can is about rupees 2. How many can? We don't know the number of cans. So we put an x here. X means does not know. And buy with rupees 10. Rupees is on the denominator. So we write like this. Now this proportion can be solved using our cross multiplication technology. 1 can divided by rupees 2 is equals to x cans divided by rupees 10. 1 into 10 is equals to 2 into x, which gives 10 equal to 2x, and undividing to both the sides, x equal to 5. So you can buy 5 cans with rupees 10. Is easy or not? Another question. Ming was planning a trip to Bangladesh. Before going, she did some research and learned that the exchange rate is 6 taka for rupees 2. That means if we are putting rupees 2 of Indian rupees, then we can get 6 taka. Means in Bangladesh rupees we can get 6. So now question is how many taka would she get if she exchange rupees 6? Similar question. Here the ratio is between taka and rupees 2. Let us solve the question according to our steps. So 6 taka, sorry, it's mistakenly written as tala, is taka. So 6 taka by rupees 2 is equal to x taka by rupees 6, which again gives the proportion on solving this proportion we can get x equals to 18. So she would get 18 taka. Okay, there is a question for your own. Note it down and you can solve. Jasmine was 32 kiwi fruit for rupees 16. How many kiwi can Jasmine buy if she only had rupees 4? So students, that's all for now. I hope you have solved all the questions. If you have solved, then yes, excellent. Let's move for another one.